programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
As if she were a reflection of the stars on Earth, and so that everyone could share the dream of caressing them, Wild Daisy now spreads throughout the world. With her corolla of 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, or 55 petals, she protects herself from heat or cold, but she always, always, always finds her way.
Always alive! The journey of a wild daisy seed. Continue watching to find out more.
Precious viewers, when you are in the Republic of Tunisia, you will often be greeted with the word marhaba. That means hello in Arabic, the official language of Tunisia. I'm Amira, the peace-loving people of Tunisia. Wish Allah always protects and guides you on your noble path. Welcome to our show, Always Alive. The journey of a wild daisy seed. Have you ever wondered about the life of a seed? We all know that seeds come from plants, but how does the seed go from an adult plant to where it is sown and grown to become a plant of its own? Does each seed know its own life's purpose and where it is supposed to live? If so, would the elements of nature cooperate to assist the seed's journey home? Today, we have just the story on this subject for you, entitled Always Alive, written by Miss Irene Rialbu from Puerto Rico. We will read to you excerpts from this lovely storybook. Now, allow your imagination to take flight and enter the story with an ordinary dry flower of a daisy.
Little Whirlwind needed to reach the coast, so he could carry those who give oxygen to the earth. For that reason, he stood impetuous between the wall and the road full of cars that came and went. Thus began the story of Wild Daisy. In his windy spiral, Little Whirlwind carried dust, dirt, large and small papers, cotton fluffs, as well as pebbles of different shapes and colors. From outside his airy body took out a small paper that was the same shade of bright blue of the Morpho butterflies, and the brown and mustard figure of Dry Flower. Dry Flower and a girl with big eyes and long lashes that was riding in the back of a car as blue as the night looked at each other. From the heart of the sun, there came a ray of light. When it washed over the girl, the light broke into two other rays, and together formed a golden triangle that also reached Dry Flower. That brilliance sailed into the girl's eyes, and there, lodged in a very small space inside her head, as if it were made of thousands of crystals, the vital light reflected itself and bathed her entire body. The bright sparkles drifted down to her feet, and, like illuminated waterfalls, rose and fell within her. As the girl felt the passage of the light, Dry Flower also experienced it.
Only the girl of the night blue car and the cyclist who was traveling in her pink bicycle saw the flower's piglets peeking through the circular ghosts of Little Whirlwind. Tuk tuk, it knocked. It's me, Joy. The girl felt happy as she wondered who could be swirling the little whirlwind.
On the other side of the wall that was beside the road, small flying queen raised her wings from the reddish and orange flowers of blooming flamboyant and followed little whirlwind, who twirled a bit too close to the cars. All of a sudden, Dry Flower was at risk of not fulfilling her destiny.
Oh no! What's gonna happen to Dry Flower? How will she survive? Before we continue the story, let's take a moment to learn how to plant flowers with Princess Sprinkles.
Hi, I'm Princess Sprinkles, and I'm going to teach you how to plant beautiful flowers right here. First, you're going to grab a pot and then pick your soil. This is the soil I picked. Next, dig holes so you can put your seeds in it. Open your pack of seeds. Look at how cute they are. One, plant two, plant three, plant four, plant five. Wait, where was I? Plant 6, plant 7. Make sure to spread them out so they won't all grow together. Next, burial. Also, be sure to water it every day. Next, decorate it. Don't forget to put it in the sun. Last but not least, throw away all your trash.
Now, let's get back to the story of Always Alive. Dry Flower was picked up by the little whirlwind. Where does she land eventually, and how does her journey shape the life of a seed?
Dry Flower floated through the air. Helper Wind whistled with his usual exuberance, and, upon feeling his embrace, Dry Flower released Last Seed. Both of them fell lightly on the chest of Helper Wind, who cradled them for a short while as they reached their destinations. Dry Flower came to rest on the grass of one of the gardens of the Plaza in Loiza on the east coast of Puerto Rico. The story of Last Seed was different. She fell on a narrow space in the middle of 2 slabs of cement.
The situation the last seed finds herself in is certainly not favorable. How can she sustain herself? Will she be able to grow up and thrive?
On a Saturday of a full moon, while the day started to be illuminated by the sun's rays, the floor of the plaza was adorned with life. Between the 2 slabs of cement, a tall, bright green stem rose. She held her golden face like a star, adorned with 5 white petals. She was happy. Her smile was bright and joyful. She turned enthusiastically, as if celebrating her connection to life. Boys and girls, women and men, the lady who swept the sidewalk every day, and even the dogs that walked around the square, stopped to see and smile at her. From that day on, just as the sun rises at dawn, she wakes always alive, as if she were a reflection of the stars on earth, and so that everyone could share the dream of caressing them. Wild Daisy now spreads throughout the world, with her corolla of 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, or 55 petals. She protects herself from heat or cold, but she always, always, always finds her way.
By some mysterious forces, the tiny last seed grows into a beautiful wild daisy. Despite all the apparent odds and foes in her life, all the help that she needs seem to come at just the right moment. Is it by chance or is it by destiny? What a thoughtfully written and beautifully illustrated book it is. To find out the complete, exciting adventure of Wild Daisy, you will have to read the book, Always Alive. Now, I am thrilled to announce that we have a special guest on our show today, the author of the book Always Alive, Miss Irene Rialbu. Miss Rialbu is not only an author, but also a documentary filmmaker who is passionate about themes with social content, particularly of Caribbean women and children. Miss Rialbu will first tell us about herself.
My name is Irene Rialbu. I'm a Puerto Rican author, and I'm the author of Always Alive. I'm a woman, I'm a daughter, I'm a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a friend, a human being, but foremost, I believe in peace, compassion, love. And before I write this book, I was a teacher, also a documentalist. And since I remember, I dream of being a writer. But I felt it was far away from a reality. To have this book, Always Alive, which is so beautiful and meaningful, it's a dream come true.
What's the inspiration behind Always Alive? And what kind of message did she wish to convey? Miss Rialbu further tells us.
What inspired me to write Always Alive was, or is, still is, the perseverance of nature. One Saturday, I was riding my bicycle in Loíza, a municipality in the northeast coast of Puerto Rico. Beautiful, warm coast. Suddenly there was cement, lots of cement, iron for a construction. I felt that the beauty was interrupted, the fluidity of the wind, the sun, the green, everything was interrupted by the cement. To my wonderful surprise, through the cement was green plants and beautiful flowers. And I understood the message. We always are alive. Always are alive. That was the message that nature gives us every day, every day. We just have to observe, listen, feel. That was my inspiration. Always Alive is a story that follows the journey of a brave seed, last seed, until it blooms into a wild daisy. As any journey is filled with perils and difficulties, but also with friends that will help the seed to succeed in its new life as a flower. This story is an invitation to reflect on the different aspects of nature, how we can reconnect with it, and how we can learn from it. Every single character is an expression of unity of nature and the unity we must have with the natural world. We are all connected. Everything has a purpose. You, me, the air, the sun, the rain, the rocks, everything, everything. And it's a beautiful illustrated book. Beautiful, beautiful. That gives us the opportunity to create while we are reading and observing the illustrations, and it's a conversation with the text and illustrations. And at the same time, it's an inspiration for the children, for the adults to write, to draw, to sing, to celebrate life.
And what's Miss Riabu's vision for our planet?
My vision is that as humans, we are microcosmos in the macrocosmos of the planet. And as the planet, we are part of the macrocosmos of the cosmology, the whole cosmology. So how we feel, how we think, how we react, our laugh, our tears, our hopes impact the other. It's a vibration we send to each other. And that's why I'm vegan. That's why I'm vegan. To honor peace to all sentient beings.
Thank you, Ms. Riabu, for your uplifting stories and messages about the true meaning of love, of caring for one another, humans, animals, and nature included. We can't wait to see more of your beautiful works. For more information on Always Alive, please visit siemprevivabook.com. For more information on Miss Irene Rialbo, please visit facebook.com/Irene Rialbo. Supreme Master Ching Hai asked us to convey our gratitude to the Marvel Irene Rialbo for such wild imagination that amazes us all. A tiny seed story, such delightful surprise, God's love. And Miss Irene Rialbo replied, I feel honored and grateful for your kindness. Always Alive is happy that her story will be embraced and enjoyed by your loving, God-conscious audience. Please convey my gratitude to Supreme Master Ching Hai and all the wonderful crew of angels that made the show possible. Peace and gratitude. We welcome your creative ideas and feedback to help us improve our program, Kids Wonderland. Please send them via suprememastertv.com/KW. Attentive viewers, we hope you have enjoyed today's show, Always Alive, the journey of a wild daisy seed. Up next is Living Fully from the Sanctuary of Self, Rosicrucian Order Library, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. May you be blessed with wondrous moments in nature.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/KW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/KW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/KW.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/KW.